My triumph returns. Sorry, I've been gone for so long. As you can read in the description, I've had some personal things I had to take care of. Because this is just a hobby, it's not a business, I kind of had to focus on a lot of personal things, mostly work-related. But, so, I'm sorry I missed my... me and Gorgie King were talking. Yeah, we actually talk outside of streaming. I did miss my 1-year stream anniversary. Hey, speak of the devil! Yeah, so I thought, I was trying to figure out what to stream, and then, my wife, Sandra Miku, straight told me last night, right before I went to bed, oh, Final Fantasy Remake demos! I'm like going, wait, what? And so I decided download it, and slept. And I go, screw it, after I get all my stuff done today, I'm gonna stream! Hold on, I need to get up on my phone because... yeah, so... So... I'm expecting a lot of people to join in because on a Facebook page I did make an announcement on this and the admins approved it, so I hope everyone enjoys this. I know some of you are because I played it this morning. This is going to be a first time reaction. I did try it on classic mode, certain things with it. I'll be in more detail when I start playing it, but I'm going to be playing this on either easy or normal. Being proud, just because I played a lot of. If you see on my phone, I'm trying to get this up so I can figure out what people say in the stream. So just because some of this is kind of broken down. As anyone can tell, I'm not wearing my stealth 500s. They actually broke while I was oh, you didn't miss much, but I'm just giving announcements. So unfortunately, they did break, and I can actually show you how they broke. So they still technically kind of work, but so I gotta save up for a new good headset, so I gotta use my Astro A10s. These are still damn good headsets! Yeah. So, let us get this started. I was so happy with this. I blew through it. It was short. Makes me angry that I did not pre-order it! And everyone's like, well, if you're a Final Fantasy fan, why did you pre-order? It's like, I didn't have the money. It sucks when you're a fry cook at a Sonic and you don't make enough money to buy good games like this. Let's see, what kind of camera control? I'm okay with... Yeah, so essentially, this is a... I know! Take it as a late birthday present. Oh, and actually something else I realized, I actually have to start my Diablo play all over again, because the season that character that I made that was for that play is not accessible anymore, so I'm more than likely just gonna look over on my last Diablo 3 play and just get to there on a new character. Yeah, it kind of pissed me off. Well, like I said, bad timing with everything. So with these one of them's not really a difficulty. One of them's basically easy mode. Yeah, I know. So, classic mode is essentially easy mode. But it has an automated system to where all you're doing is activating like activating certain abilities, you attack and defend and evade automatically. So it's it's something that they've had in since Dissidia. Like the first Dissidia game, I remember doing that, and I wasn't really a fan of it. I liked it that there was a kind of a classic combat menu, but it's to get away from, for those who were used to the old turn-based combat engine. So I'm not going to do that. I did that. It was too easy. So most everyone who watches my videos would always start on the easiest difficulty. Yeah, so in about two-ish months, I'll be actually... So this entire setup will not be in existence anymore. I'll be gone for about a few days, heading to Texas because work out here is a little dried up. I can't really find anything. That's literally the entire reason why I wasn't. She was like, "Oh, if you had more free time." So I was like, I literally spent that time looking for work. So, like I said, this is a hobby, not a business. So that is what is going to be going on. So, like I said, I'm going to be playing on normal mode. And me and Corey King might be making a bridge moment. So, let us enjoy this ride. And just so everyone knows who got into Final Fantasy from Kingdom Hearts, these are not the same voice actors. I actually looked into it when the entire thing got restarted because the new director didn't like where it was going. All the cast got recasted. I was a little upset because I really did like because my friend Corgi King actually met the guy who was supposed to play Barrett, and they had to recast him. So he was I can tell, just because I've gone to enough conventions to know they are very passionate with their work and love rephrasing the rules, because it's a remake and this is essentially a reboot, is the best way to put it. If you've watched all the trailers, this is a different telling, so essentially it is a reboot. So because of that, within reboots, usually the same actors don't appear as their characters. Sometimes they will reappear as someone else to go, "Hey, I was in this project." Yes, like that. Unfortunately, that's a little too soon. That's with the dying fight. You don't get that. Alright, so because it was early in the morning when I played this, I actually can geek out when I watch this. Brings me back 10 years ago, that's when I first played this. She pretty now. Very pretty. Okay. Again, that's something a little different because originally she just walked out, as you guys have seen in my Final Fantasy VII play, and I'll actually start that up again. I just wanted to, like, this, so hopefully, like, at the end of the video, like, wherever it is, hopefully, it'll recommend that. For that, I actually am going to be doing a little differently. I actually am going to stream Persona, Corgi. So, Corgi King. So I actually have a system on my computer that allows me to stream my PS4 to my computer. Thus, it kind of overrides the entire no recording that Atlas does. The only problem being is the quality does go kind of downhill. And I actually have to turn, if I can't find the headset I was originally using with my computer, I essentially am going to have to turn my speakers on my TV off because my camera will catch the sound coming from my TV to my camera, and so I've been trying to fiddle with that. But again, if anyone says the video quality doesn't look good, it's because the system, it doesn't, I don't know if it's my internet connection coming from my PS4 to my computer or anything like that. I'm gonna fiddle with it for a little bit more before I start really doing anything with that. But yeah, the reason why you don't see me streaming Persona is literally because of the fact being is Atlas has an anti-recording system with all their games, so it sucks. So if you see anyone who's streaming that, it's essentially they're going through a capture card system. And for anyone who doesn't know, Jessie has been a girl this entire time! Even my wife actually admits she thought she was a dude. We could try that to see if that works. Yeah, so one of my friends like, oh, I knew she was a chick this entire time. I'm like going, I played it on the PlayStation, on my PS2, because I got lucky with my first copy, and I seriously thought Jessie was a dude. It's like, well, look at this. It's like Jessie is essentially a bilingual name, and that was an awesome introduction. And I love it. Something, if anyone notices, who goes there? You can see the Buster Sword has materia in it. That is actually pretty awesome. Now, all right. So, basics of combat: press square to attack with Cloud's sword. Hold to unleash an attack capable of hitting multiple nearby enemies.
You're coming with us. Nice and easy.
Don't think so.
Normal mode, I killed him in 3 hits? Seriously? I'm sorry, but I played a lot of hack slash games. But I love this, so just because I want to show this off, this is actually surprisingly detailed. Where I can actually slice stuff up! It's basically they decided to put a little Legend of Zelda element into it. But not everything's sliceable. Like these crates. Nope. Or these crates. Oh, these crates, they're fine. But these dumpsters. Nope, but you do hear it clinkety cling.
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see him.
Alright. Yeah, let me do all the work! Oh, don't give me that sash. You might be sexy, but you're not Tifa sexy! Okay, again, they kind of did bring back the ATB gauge, which I personally love. Like, I mean, I started Final Fantasy stuff very late, like 10 years ago. 10 years ago, what I mean by this, like, after high school, yeah, I had the Game Boy Advance Dawn of Souls, but it didn't have the AP gauge. It was just straight up turn-based. I think the first one I played that had the ATB gauge was 7, which I do have that. I'm not going to stream that one until I finish 7. I'm just warning you guys about that. Okay, so the ATB gauge, the time-based gauge is what I like to call that, fills like as time passes. By attacking with square, once the bar is full, your character can perform special actions. Charges can be used immediately or saved. Try attacking enemies to fill the gauge.
Freeze! Move and we shoot.
Go ahead.
Okay. Using the ATB gauge, you can extend ATB gauge charges to perform battle commands such. Because wouldn't you think items you would not need? It makes you rethink about using it, especially for how many charges. 2. So. Do this kind of combat engine. This is because one of the first Final Fantasy. So I'm used to an instant action Final Fantasy game along with Dirge of Cerberus. Oh, it is absolutely beautiful. So, but here's one of the wonderful things. Like, when you get into the tactical mode, it essentially pauses the game and allows you to figure out what you want to do. Like, if you want to use spells, braver, which is actually a limit break, but not in this game, which is strange. A focused thrust, which is a new move. And then there's spells, which, funny enough, because, like I said, this is essentially a reboot, we do not have Thunder or Blizzard on us, like we do in the original. Yes, that was sad for me to hear, dude. I mean, I was upset when I heard Crisis Core's remake was essentially canceled. And I'm a huge Resident Evil player. That was essentially Resident Evil with dinosaurs! With dinosaurs! I'm sorry! That was a heavily turn on when I started getting into PlayStation games. Yeah, but again, it's strange that, like, so for me, it's a little weird. I don't have Cloud's iconic 2 materials he first starts with. And of course, with items, we got 6 potions and 1 ether. Just because how something else we are gonna come across, we can actually regain MP in this, and we'll come across that when we do. I just thought to let you guys know. So I'm just actually gonna use the new. Actually, no, screw that noise. Let's go with the classic, Braver. Let's see. Soldier Braver! Yeah, I beasted through those bullets. Yes, so with like I said, as soon as we get a capture card for my computer, we'll be playing games like the 2 games I have, actually 3 games for my GameCube that we have right now that I have, that essentially the 2 of us can play. We have, which will be Gladius, which is an old school classic I love. Lord of the Rings: The Third Age, which is essentially a Lord of the Rings Final Fantasy game. Essentially, it's Final Fantasy with a Lord of the Rings skin on it. And I also have Robotech Battlecry. Those are the 3 that I'll be happy to stream, just because like one of those is a hidden gem, and the other 2 are kind of glossed over. And I also have yes, you also got Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, but I'm more than likely I'm not going to stream that through the GameCube because it is coming out for the Switch, which was going to make multiplayer much easier. So we don't have to get an extra Game Boy Advance, a Game Boy Link cable, to the it was a hassle. I had to buy essentially so many accessories for that. Yeah, we're doing it on the Switch, dude. I just have to get the game and the I have to get the game and the like I said, the capture card. I have the capture card system. I do split broadcast on my computer, but the problem being is I need an actual capture card to stream anything else but to play it on my computer so we can record it. That is the only problem we're having right now with that. Like I said, for PlayStation, I got a bunch of Final Fantasy games. And when I find a decent working copy, you're going to watch me and Corgi King kick each other's butt in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Not the modern one. The modern one's good, but you can't beat the classic. Which I should be out in Texas by the time it's May 4th. So if I don't have that by then, if you don't have the stuff by then, I have a special surprise for you on May 4th for you guys. So don't worry. Yeah, later on I'll put when we get our act, because when I get out there, it's going to be a temporary living situation. What we're going to be doing when we get our actual in place, we will be happy to take donations. And I'll be happy to give shout outs. If you want to put your name or gamer tag on that, if you're a gamer, I'd be happy to do a shout out for that. Oh, don't push your luck, dude. I'm not a fan. Like, I might be a Star Wars fan. I may have the Star Wars stories, but I'm not a fan of them, to be honest. They're stories we don't need to know. All right, so getting back to the game. So, like in all Final Fantasy games, there is a pause menu. It's a little different than what we normally get, because normally we press triangle and it just pulls it up. Except in 15. 15 was the first one they actually did that. But I remember in the original Final Fantasy 7, we had to press triangle. So essentially, do I have to explain this? This is like... Yeah, so essentially we can actually, unlike, so we can actually go, yippee! Yeah, so we can actually pole vault over things.
You got this.
Yeah, what he said.
If you want, dude. I'm not gonna force you into something you don't want to do. So essentially, they, like, because this is an action-style Final Fantasy game, they actually give us guarding. Now, yes, in 15 we can guard by evading with what I like to call phase dodge. But this, we actually do a solid guard and can do actual evasive, do an evasive thing.
You're coming with us.
Surrounded. Nope. That's that.
And whoops-a-daisy. Yeah, we'll be doing that too, but I'm not sure how often we're going to be able to do the retro games, because I'm a retro gamer, but I know that's a very small community. Because I've met people around my age who'd rather play games like this, and when you ask them, it's like, oh, will you ever pick up an old school game? They literally tell me F no, because they can't stand the old graphics. So when they ever hear about remakes with updated graphics, I never consider them a retro player. Oh, I remember that game. It was so awesome back then. Glad they're doing. It's like, no, you're not. You're like, no. If you're a true nostalgic gamer, you would literally pick up an old school game with horrible graphics and go, man, I feel like a kid again. That's what I like. So now we come across interaction of the world. So there are doors and chests and other things we can do. Like, we can talk to NPCs in this, fully dubbed, chests, doors. Yes, we do collect old school stuff. Like, do I actually have any of my old school? No, I don't have, like, I mean, collector I am. I actually hunted down, like, you guys can tell I'm a Star Wars fan just for my shirt. I hunted down the Ewok movies. Yes, oh my goodness, the horrible Ewok movies. Horrible to you, great to me. Open the chest, open the chest. Ooh, 2 potions. Ooh, 2 grenades! Yes, Travis, you may. Oh, I forgot to turn off my notifications. Yeah, I already know, like, they get blurred out while I'm streaming. Yeah, we're all around nerds. Destroying objects! If you find boxes with Shinra logo, yeah, it's specifically with Shinra's logo on it, by the way. May contain useful items such as potions that restore HP or Mako shards. This is what I was talking about. You basically can find Mako shards that will replenish your MP. So if any classic Final Fantasy player goes, man, I don't want to use my magic for this. I don't got enough ether. They now solve that situation. Now, if they do what some other games do, whenever you level up, it replenishes your MP. I'm not 100% sure if they do that. And kadoosh! Gimme! But I haven't used a spell, so it really doesn't matter. Man!
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's
Wedge,
done,
you lost a
done.
lot of weight. And I actually like it. We actually get a good look on him this time around. Like, Wedge has a grenade launcher. Before, we didn't know what kind of weapons they used.
You'll
Guess
keep
I'm not
us
on the
safe,
same page as people.
right, Cloud?
I'd say you're not even reading the same book.
Enough. We're done here.
Or even the same...
Give it a rest.
Okay, Big Daddy Barrett. What wise words of wisdom do you have for us? Wisdom's a Wallace.
Nobody
Come on.
do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
I will have to say this much. The Cloud voice actor does do a darn good voice match.
Wedge.
You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
I do like that they didn't do 100% the stereotype that Barrett was back in the day, like giving him a flat top. He still kind of has a flat topish design, but not like he was in the original. Don't get me wrong, that's kind of racist. It's like being besties with Tifa won't save you, Blondie. Or else you feel the wrath of Barrett.
Get him, boy!
Now again, it's like they give us a target system. The guard dog is actually kind of tough. Now, if you notice, he has an extra gauge on him. They actually introduced the stagger gauge, which is really iconic from 13, which I'm glad they brought this back.
Hey!
Looks like you're next. Nothing to it.
Alright, let's... Yeah, he's actually, like, for a time he was actually a little gone for a while. If you remember when I was doing streams about a year ago, he actually went to visit our good friend Vexy Vampire in Canada.
Hey, Cloud! Elevator's over there! Catch up soon!
Oh my god, Wedge, shut up! Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna notice that! That Wedge! Man, don't stop treating me like I'm a blonde dummy. Okay, hold on. Before I head out, and the one thing I'm really happy, no, they did not get the original composer, but this is something I was very happy about. If you guys can tell, this entire time, it essentially has been a modernized version of the original. Like, so it really does still feel like Final Fantasy. Like, it still feels like Final Fantasy VII through and through, even though the original composer did not take part in this, but the new one did a darn good job making me especially feel like that this was very much, yeah, like, excuse me for always pivoting that way. I just want to make sure I don't miss anything. Like, it really does feel like I always tell people, the music can either make or break a game. Just collecting whatever I can.
Not so fast. We've got company.
Oh, come on! Stay and help me, dipshits!
Think you can stop me? Enough.
It feels like Clem Hazard to be focus to this. Really feels like Clem Hazard without the upslash afterwards. Huh. Oh yeah, by the way, I can dash!
There's one! Get him!
You pussies!
Was never in doubt.
Like, and I really do like this combat engine that they're using, because Cloud Strikes feel very fluid, and when you actually feel like they actually have weight to it. So, like, I mean, I haven't shown you guys Final Fantasy 15, but one of the biggest problems I have with that, like, because it's really fantasy based, none of the weapons really feel fluid enough. You feel the weight, but nothing that feels kind of realistic, to be honest. Hey, there's no Sid in this, and yes, we did get a big.
May attack on command.
I'll let.
But I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet
I'll let
you
this
see a
scene
few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
Yeah, again, we had a big drop on us. Like, something I actually came across today when I woke up. We got the big notice that Red 13 is not going to be a playable character, but essentially he's going to fill in a guest role. Like, there's going to be a guest slot, apparently, and so because he shows up so late, because we already know that this game is going to be, like, yes, it's going to be in parts, but it's going to be as long as a regular Final Fantasy game. So 80 hours for part 1, with a game that was originally, for this part originally, it was 3 hours. That's a huge increase. So he's more likely to be showing up, like, on the last part of the game. So it makes sense, in, like, having him included, but having him as a guest character. So unfortunately, that also means we cannot control him. He's going to be completely AI orientated. I just hope he's better than the AI that controls Barrett. Unfortunately, I will admit, we do not get, we don't, like, this is just the demo, so we're not going to see that much. I'm not going to say where it ends.
3, 2... Damn, I'm good.
Who's there? Door! It's over!
That's my line.
Okay, so this is where we find out that, like, something new they added in. If you notice that we don't just have attacks now. We have now modes, where I've actually been hesitating to switch to Punisher mode, just because I was kind of, like, this is essentially a tanking ability. The honestly reason I say that, when I was playing this earlier, I noticed when I went to Punisher mode, I took way less damage, but I swung very slow. So they did bring out the class system. It's just, it's not plain as simple. So essentially, like, everyone's gonna have their own unique abilities, which you use by pressing triangle. With this one, I'll actually do the description. It says Cloud switch, like Cloud's mode shift ability can switch between balanced operator mode and attack orientated Punisher mode.
He's alone!
Okay, Punisher mode. In Punisher mode, Cloud moves slowly, unleashes more powerful attacks. In addition, Cloud launches counterattacks every time he guards against enemy melee attacks. However, Cloud cannot guard against ranged or magic attacks. When he evades such attacks, he will switch back to operator mode. So essentially, you have to really be careful with this. For what I remember, this ability has no cooldown. So once you switch into this and you switch out, like when you dodge, you can go straight back into it once you get into close enough range. But like it says, you have to be careful, especially when you're going against enemies who do have ranged attacks, because he cannot use his counter ability.
We can take him! Make it rain!
It's over.
Nice try.
Like I said, this is a very tanky ability.
He always knows just what to say.
Cut it out.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do?
Actually, if you look very carefully at if I can get
Careful in there.
If I can get a pause sequence with Barrett, you can actually. God dang it! So this is what the menu looks like now. It's not spectacular looking. Like, so there's really not much you can do in it right now. Like, obviously, this is going to be the basic. Like we're gonna be just getting the basics. Okay. So really, there's not much we can do. Like we can gloss over stuff like that.
So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
Tifa and I...
Okay, so, no... I can't get a good pause sequence on his gun arm. So if you're noticing on the bottom, for something Travis wonders how he loads his gun, if you notice, he has a compartment there that we originally could not see in the original. Oh, actually, hold on. I'm going to wait for this, because this is something new that we never knew about.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer.
Yeah, so if you notice at the bottom,
purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako.
I'm actually surprised they let that through.
You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me!
Oh my goodness.
You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do!
Get help.
Say that again!
I'm sorry, but
I'd worry
at first we thought Barrett was supposed, like when I originally was playing this, I straight thought Barrett was serious until he does his rants, and then he just turns into a complete joke. I mean, completely perfect.
Our lives are on the line now.
Yeah, like I say, you can actually see the that.
You listening, Merc?
Ah, damn. So, as you can tell, on the bottom, you can see there's a magazine, and up on top, there's a scope. Something that Travis was wondering. I've actually been trying to say that, then I keep getting interrupted. There's the game! The game gets... So if you're wondering how you realize it, we might not see the animation for it, but they show in detail that it is very much a standard operating gun arm with a scope, magazine, the feed where the magazine goes into. I'm not sure. If any gun expert wants to correct me, they may. I do not know guns. I just know magazine, scope, slide, barrel, and ejector.
One false move, and that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach.
Actually, something I'm noticing now, she is also wearing chainmail. And that is the most unrealistic breastplate of...
Should have asked for more money.
Because there's no reason a breastplate needs to actually have looking like that. Like, what, are they just gonna straight up attack this area right here? Like, oh, they can hit, like, right there. So this is where we can actually get into the party switching aspect. So Barrett's strength, also essentially, Barrett is designed in this game to do long-range attacks. That was something that they kind of hinted at in, like, they did talk about in the original games, but the only fights that we knew that would happen was the elevator fight, and when there's a big boss all the way in the back where all the melee fighters can only attack the front row, he can actually essentially attack any row he wanted. I remember there was some fights where there were 2 rows and then the boss was all the way in the back. Barrett could essentially constantly always attack the boss, while like Cloud, Tifa, Red 13, unless you were using magic for him, they had to attack the front row. So it's actually really nice that they really actually emphasize on this time around instead of us trying to figure this out. Not that we're stupid, it's just me, I just kept on going frontline, 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 frontline. I was an idiot 10 years ago, okay? I was 21 at that time? 21 or 20, I can't remember. So, okay. So, Barrett specializes in ranged attacks. Holding down releases sustained burst of automated fire when equipped with a ranged weapon. Barrett can fire from safe locations that hit enemies that Cloud cannot reach with his sword. Yeah, dude, I know. We're 10 years apart. Yeah, that's a...
Gonna throw your sword at him? Let the man with the gun go to work. These tin cans ain't got nothing on me. Suck on this.
Okay, so Barrett's unique ability, overcharge. So, like always, all the special abilities are going to be going to be with triangle. Press triangle while in control of Barrett to deliver a heavy hitting attack that fills a large portion as ATB gauge. Once unleashed, it takes a long time to recharge. This attack recharge this attack. However, so essentially you can overclock it by pressing triangle. However, will speed the process up.
Now for the real show. Get your ass out of here.
So that's Barrett. So essentially, in this game, so it really does depend on so switching your characters depending on the situation. Essentially, and that's actually what it's telling you. Like, but I can kind of figure that just because of all these other type of games I've played, switching your characters out to fit your situation. Like, so essentially, switching characters. You can switch different characters depending on battle situation. You can also stick with the same character and issue orders to party allies, which is which is kind of cool. But again, I personally don't like how the AI operates. Oh, motor drivers. So I actually like it that they didn't really change some of the enemies' looks. They essentially are essentially like completely remastered looks to a full-on 4K setting. Like, which is really cool. They could have honestly gone, well, we're just going to redo their design, but no, they decided to go, let's use the original design and up it up. I'm like going, cool. Yeah, dude, I know you're hyped up for that.
Yeah, figure out the timing of the lasers. Then, make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
Hey!
Just keep those baby blues of yours on me.
So, remember when I was talking about that you can dash in the game? Like, yeah, you could dash in the original game, but not to the extent of this. That's the best way I can put it. You can move around outside of battle more quickly by holding down R1 or R2 to dash. Yeah, big 23, buddy. Or you can do the like the simple thing of, but this is the entire problem with if you press down L3, you essentially have to start moving again to dash when you're doing that, instead of just holding down one of these two. So basically, it like I'll show you. Like, see, I'm not back to dashing. And we kind of got to be careful with this. And oh, look, Barrett, you made it through safely. Yeah, when I was playing it, he kept on getting stuck in that one. Running, running, running!
You're doing good.
Gimme, gimme, gimme! Okay, now that we have Barrett, let me see if I can change up my spells. No. Yeah, because Barrett has thunder and cure. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. Oops. Sorry about that. Spell. Well, that's when I'm controlling him. Okay, buddy. Just so I can call out so he can issue those. A medal with a Moogle on it, a popular item among collectors. I actually didn't find this originally. When don't you, buddy? Alright, so.
Okay, let's see what's up next.
Ow, you freaking asshole! It's like I got hit with a freaking laser beam attached to the freaking floor! Sorry about that, I couldn't resist.
Pretty easy, right?
Hell no! Ugh.
Nice job, Cloud.
And there goes Barrett running into lasers. And...
Are you okay?
Damn it! Damn it!
Well, that's over with, and we're almost at our objective.
That did not make any sense until I looked at my phone what you said. Alright.
They don't call those things sweepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole
Yeah, we
swarm.
actually didn't know what these things are called until you scanned them. Now, I'm just coming back here because I knew this was here. Alright, Big Daddy Barrett. Let us show this sweeper who the boss.
Ha! We can take this hunk of junk.
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
Need to hit it with magic. That should give us an opening.
Barrett! Oh, God. Hold on. Okay, so here we are finally with the staggering. Staggering enemies. Hitting enemies with certain attacks or dealing large amounts of damage will temporarily knock them off balance, and pressured will appear underneath their gauge. When this happens, pelt them with spells and abilities to quickly fill their stagger gauge. So essentially, that's the bar that's underneath the life bar. Oh, like I remember in Lightning, like in all of the other in the 13 saga, they basically did not have a bar. They had like a heart monitor to make you figure out when you're staggering them, and I didn't really like that, especially when trying to figure out how to stagger them correctly back then. Once it's full, you can stagger them. This gauge fills faster depending on the abilities and magic used, as well as the foe's vulnerabilities. To find out what's most effective, to find the most effective attack to quickly finish off each enemy.
Hey, it's not moving.
Let's pin it down. Give it all you've got.
Okay, Big Daddy Barrett.
It just had to get back up.
So we knock it down again.
Staggered foes. Enemies who have been staggered are defenseless and take more damage. Use unique abilities on staggered to accelerators who will boost your ATB gauge. Boost ATB gauge will boost you quickly so you can unleash more abilities and spells.
No time to complain.
What are you, 20-something?
Class doesn't go into the 20s.
What the hell are you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank. Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Guess that make you a 1-year-old,
God damn it, Barrett. Well, I hope you have a blast there, dude. Enjoy it, damn ditties. Sorry, this is a game until I get it.
The reactor core.
I may keep the demo
Gotta set the
on
bomb at
just
the
to get my
bottom.
Final Fantasy fix, especially when they need a quick one. Whee!
I can practically taste tobacco in here. Hurry it up. My heart's pounding like a jackhammer.
Scared, huh?
More like excited.
Can they
I've been
make
thinking
Barrett
about
sound
this
any
for
more
years.
black? Like, I mean, he does talk like a black action hero. I hate to say that. If anyone wants to call me out being racist, I grew up in the 90s. Oh, it screams black action star. Oh! Lucky bastard! Whee! Oh, look, more mono drivers!
It's their job.
Barrett! Do your
Keep it together.
Guess it's my turn.
do your job, dang it!
Come on.
Ain't no thing.
Twit. Like I said, the computers really don't act quickly enough.
We sink right down to the bottom, to the planet's core.
No. The pump would suck us back up.
How comforting.
Enough.
Oh, I wasn't aware I could
Nothing
jump.
to it.
Oh, hell yeah. But that means if we get it signed, we're never putting that in a record player. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I know I keep on collecting those even though I have not been using my magic. Just because we're fighting, right now we're fighting, machines. Hold on. Big area. No one around. This is a boss fight. I know I just repeated so many memes right there. Like,
All right, let's see if Little Stamp really can bite
why
the
the
hand
hell is he
that
calling
feeds.
him a stamp? That must be
Go
some
on.
term I
Do
don't
the
know
honors.
about.
Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I
yes.
was.
Yeah, it
I'm
is
just
kind
here
of
for the
upsetting that
paycheck.
we do not get to name any of our characters anymore because
Then
this.
do the damn job.
I was in Soldier, yeah. No, but like, yeah, it's a little upsetting we can't rename our characters anymore just because it's dubbed. But doesn't mean we can't give them nicknames.
What's wrong?
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Your call, Merc.
So we got a choice between 30 to 20 minutes. I feel like being ballsy as hell.
Pretty cocky, ain't you?
Now, I have done the 30-minute timer.
You double-crossing!
Heads up.
What in the hell?
Like, depending on what you pick, the dialogue's a little different.
How the
Like,
hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor plating, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
No other option, huh?
Shit!
Should I
dodge! Dodge, man! Dodge, go on! Oh, holy crap, I actually have never gotten, yeah, so apparently I just got my ass pwned!
need my help, please?
So instead of using thunder, I essentially have to
Bring in the heat! Gotta win this one for the play.
yeah, so essentially I can get bound by, like, as you can see, Cloud just got captured. The only reason I'm using Barret in this fight just because I know something that happens in the fight, and he's the only one who has lightning! So, sometimes enemies will occasionally bind your party members with unblockable attacks. If your character is bound and unable to attack, quickly switch to a different character.
Got anything you want to say? Funny way to ask for help.
I won't give up.
Shit! Was just about to get you out.
Wasn't expecting you to do jack.
Gonna make your eyes...
Thunder!
Hell yeah! You see the damage I did?
Keep it up.
Want some more? Pretty quick for a heap of scrap.
Ow, you asshole! Fine then! And crap. Barret. Big Daddy Barret is out of HP. Not HP, but MP. Now you're starting to see why I have myself switched to Barret.
What the hell is that?
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius?
It's my time to shine.
Or go down in flames.
Bringing the heat. Now, why you gotta pick on me?
Dodge! Turn his tank ability on.
That'll do. Damn pain in the ass. Yeah, damn it. This thing is tough.
It wouldn't be much of a weapon if it went down easy.
Don't compliment the giant scorpion.
Let's do this.
Get off. Don't just stand there. Help me out, damn it.
Now, hit it hard and fast.
Oh, you're in for it now.
Just shoot. Deal with that.
Yeah, I'll do it. Fuck on this. I'm putting an end to this shit.
I'm not gonna lie, it's actually a lot tougher now on normal mode. Because I actually didn't have to dodge this much.
Keep pouring it on. Can keep going if I heal up. You think I care about a few cuts and bruises? Cause I don't. Want some more?
Woo!
Don't stop now. Don't you let up
Damn it.
now.
Need to heal up soon. Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh? So, what do we do?
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris. Strike now, before it fires again. Gotta memorize the attack pattern.
Okay, so this is where they're introducing us to the limit break. The limit breaks in this one are not, they actually charge up a little, somewhat similar how they did back in the day. I actually didn't even realize that there was a gauge there till now. Okay, so taking damage, staggering enemies fills your limit gauge. So you fill it a little differently because they didn't have the staggering back then, obviously. When the gauge is full, you can use limit breaks, which are extremely powerful attacks. You do not need to spend an ATB charge to use these attacks. Now then, time.
Now you're in for it. Gotta heal up. Heads up! Tail laser!
I see it.
Then take cover already!
Gotta love
Let's go. Strike now, before it fires again. Bring it.
Let's
Heal up and regroup. Incoming! Take cover!
There's really no other option?
Wanna get shot? Be my guest. Strike now, before it fires again. Gotta heal up.
come on.
It's readying that laser. Don't try to run for it.
You neither, Merc.
Now, go!
Like I said, they've changed this fight up quite a bit since the original.
Oh, hell! What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it. We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Merc.
Gotta time our attacks just right. Hold out until you spot an opening. Let's go.
Ah, damn.
Need to do something about these wounds. I'm waiting. Don't let up.
Ain't no limit we can't break.
Okay, Big Daddy Barrett, let's see what Fire in the Hole can do.
Enough, what's in this?
Man, I'm used to some other games that have freaking...
Rain hell on it!
Ain't gotta tell me twice.
Yay! Sorry.
Shit, the bomb!
20 minutes until detonation.
Well, time to run like pussies. And a bitch. Yes, let's go with that.
Huh, you hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've gotta move.
Where should be covering our way out? Go, go, go!
And I got... I'm not gonna say. I did no such thing!
Give me a break.
Running, 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 running. Yeah, I'm the one who messed up. I think Jesse messed up.
You okay?
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you?
I
My
can't.
hero.
Hey! We'll link up over there! Look after Jesse!
Come this way. This route should lead us straight to Barrett. Probably.
It's whee!
Come on. Don't look back. Let's go, let's go, let's go!
I am getting potions, woman.
We're running out of time.
Shut up and climb.
Thank you, Cloud.
Sorry, it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
Yeah.
Barrett!
I've got you covered! Find us the way out of here!
But then...
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
No, it's Jesse. Did you have a root canal or a punch to the face?
They're here! Take them down! We don't have time for this shit! The clock's ticking!
Cool it. 5 seconds is all we need. It's over.
The others are waiting. You gotta get the hell out of here ASAP.
Yeah, I know, Big Daddy Barrett. Oh. Okay, so that was a little interesting. So something's been happening lately is my controller's been disconnecting for some weird reason.
Let's do this.
Come on, we don't got time for you.
And don't come back.
For you.
Heads up.
That's that. No time to celebrate.
Barrett, not now!
Let's finish this. Not bad.
We ain't going down without a fight.
Obviously.
Right, and I can't change my...
So good. Take care of those wounds before you bleed out. Aren't you supposed to be a professional? Suck on this! Don't look now, but it's about to get real. Got some fight left in you?
I won't lie, the shock troopers are very annoying.
Now. I'll think about helping you up. Gotta be careful. See ya.
What the crap?
Not looking good.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's do this. Still up for it? It's on you.
Suck it.
Come on. That it?
Gotta love it. See ya.
Know your limits.
Woo. Won't lie, that actually kind of worried me for a moment. I didn't have that much time left. Oh, whatever. I was hoping to hear more of a big kaboom.
Sir,
This actually kind of makes more sense now.
Come on.
people.
Can you walk?
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
I'll take that as a yes.
Okay, that was pretty cool. All right, come on.
So essentially, like, I know we're supposed, like, Avalanche is supposed to be like essentially a freedom fighter group, but essentially they made one sector lose power. And this is just stuff that we will be seeing soon. We're not gonna, like, that's basically it of the demo. Again, I actually straight decided to do this Sesame Street because I've been looking forward to this for the past 3 or 4 years now. And, like, on a Facebook group I'm on, I was hearing a lot of people complain that they couldn't play it. So I actually did a major invite to them to see, for those who can't download it because of internet reasons. But this was very much a good experience to a real good taste, because in about a month we are getting the game. And as promised, like, because we already know who that is. And Sephiroth still looks good as ever. Yeah, it's just basically asking me, like, oh, you want to pre-order it now? I don't have the money for that. So that is it. So the next time you will see, like, I may do another stream tomorrow. I'm thinking of what game to do. But the next time you guys will see me online doing any kind of stream is actually going to be through my wife's channel on Sanctus Miku. We do play Final Fantasy 14. So something we're going to be doing, and I'm extending this invite for people to watch. We are going to be doing the a ceremony of Eternal Bond on a Wednesday at 8 Eastern time, I believe. I'll put a I'll put something like that in the comments below about what time that is going to be at, so you guys can try to, like, depending on what time zone you're in, you can watch. Again, that is going to be it. That is the demo. It is completely free. If anyone's wondering, you can just easily enough go to the PlayStation Store, go to Games, Demos. It's going to be one of the first ones you're going to see. And again, if you don't have access or don't have a robust enough internet connection to download it, I hope you all enjoyed this very much as my first video for the year. I know I personally enjoyed it, and I will admit this, normal mode was actually fairly tough because I had to actually use everything the demo was teaching me. When I was playing it this morning, like I said, I was playing classic mode. I blew through it and didn't have to worry about healing myself at all. I didn't even have to use elemental weaknesses. That's how easy classic mode is. Is it like, so if it's for the casual player, great. If it's not, I kind of like a challenge. What day? Gorky King, what the hell are you talking about? Oh yeah, your birthday's in a few days, so You got that in 3 days, if I'm right. Yeah, it's gonna be his birthday, so it's like happy birthday Thursday. Yeah, the day after me and my wife do our ceremony. Again, I'm inviting all of you to go to her stream to watch it. I'm also going to be recording it. I'm not 100% sure if you'll be able to hear any of our dialogue that we'll have, but I will put that out on my channel as well. But you will not have a comment section, unfortunately, because I've actually figured out how to do the recordings. You can see my full gameplay. You just I don't have any like live comments, so if you want, like, so for respond to anyone who's in the comment sections, that's the only downside. Like I said, let's see, I don't think I'll have anything going on today, really. I have to leave my place, so I may end up doing another stream today. Might be Borderlands 3, which I'll be able to do part 12 finally. Again, I'm sorry guys I haven't been on for the past few months. Like I said, it's just been hectic looking for extra work so I can try to keep this place up and running so I can continue. Essentially, I didn't want to stream when I was not... I wasn't giving you the 100% Shuttech service. And that's why I try to give you guys decent content, so you're not going to be going, it's like, I don't want... It's like, I don't like to play when I'm depressed. I did that once. That video is still up with my God of War. I still have a hard time playing that game after my grandmother passed away. I will admit that, just because of what it revolves around. So I'm more than likely, that's going to be a one-shot video that's going to stay up there. I may never do a part 2. Not 100% sure. So, like I said, later today, I may do a Borderlands 3, or I might do something else, or I might finally do part 2 of Final Fantasy VII original of the PS4 remaster. So who knows? Again, like always, I appreciate your guys' feedback. Always be nice in the comment section below. If you wish to leave a comment below, do so. Again, be nice. Don't forget to hit that like button along with that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. Like always, this is Shuttech from Shuttech Gaming, guys, and I'm signing off. For now, I will see you later.